Hi, I'm Fallon Jackson. I'm an agricultural educator at Locust Trace Agri-Science Center, and I'm going to be talking to you today about Minecraft. So, a little overview about Minecraft. It is a gaming system that is easily compatible with Chromebooks, iPads, Windows. Students do not need their own gaming system to be able to use Minecraft. Also, the instructor does not need to be an expert. Plot twist, I am not an expert in Minecraft whatsoever. I know enough to be dangerous, but could not create half of the wonderful things that my students do. Wonderful thing about Minecraft is that students typically take the lead on not only helping their classmates, problem solving, and just generally being helpful. This year in class, I had a student who was our Minecraft guru. Anytime a student had a question, they would go to him and he would help them either figure out the system, because I had a lot of students who had never used Minecraft before, or if they ran into an issue, he would be able to help them. This leads me into talking about fostering authentic student feedback. A lot of times we want our students to be giving each other feedback, but it always seems, for me at least, forced and stiff. And with Minecraft, my students were naturally giving each other feedback, asking for feedback, which, whoa, never happens. How practical is it? Sometimes in education, we get rammed with ideas, but they're not always practical for our class. Minecraft is absolutely practical. It fits into any pathway, which I'm going to show you here in a minute where that is. I primarily use it for my facilities unit. I teach in the animal science pathway, specifically focused on horses. So my students use this to create an equine facility, anyone that they would like. I've had students create racetracks, boarding facilities. This year, I even had a student who created an equine tourism facility, which I thought was really neat. She really took it outside of the box. And it's better than those bulky and costly 3D models that sometimes as educators we get stuck in a rut and we think, okay, if I want my students to be able to show me that they know how to create a greenhouse and make it practical, then we instantly go to those 3D models. But with Minecraft, it's at no cost to the student, and it also is a little bit better because they are built to scale. And I'll talk about that in just a minute. The attention to detail is better because our students have to include everything. There are some pre-made lessons that I'm going to show you next, but I require that my students start from scratch. And like I said earlier, they are built to scale. And the next video I'm going to show you, I have a student that went through and understood that each block in Minecraft is equal to 1 meter. And so then she did the conversion from meters to acres to make sure that her equine paddocks had enough space for the amount of horses that she wanted.
For my equine project, I decided to do a training facility, which includes the main stable with an indoor and outdoor arena and 3 pastures. So we can get started. I'll set it to day. Here is the main pasture, or the main barn. I misspoke. It holds 20 horses, 10 on this side, 10 on the other side over here. Up here is a hayloft. And then over on this side includes the indoor arena. Out this door is the outdoor arena. And over here are the 3 pastures that I have. This one is a 4 acre, which houses 2 horses. This is a 6 acre holding 3, and this one back here is a 2 acre holding 1. They all have run-in sheds since they live outside constantly. And in the top right corner, there's a map of everything that I have for my facility.
While I do require my students to create everything from scratch for their facility, Minecraft does have some pre-made lessons. The National FFA organization has been wonderful enough to go through and organize all of the ag lessons by pathways. They are totally pre-made for instructors, and the wonderful thing is that they even have some middle school lessons. So I want to quickly show you You can just Google Ag Education Minecraft, and this should pop up. Like I said earlier, any of the lessons in here can fit into at least one of the pathways that we see in ag. And on top of that, look at all these wonderful middle school specific lessons. I at a previous school actually had my students go through and create a pollinator garden, and there are guiding ideas for educators that can go through and have a little pre-work for students. But my favorite thing is the performance expectations, because at my school we have to have objectives and success criteria, and this goes through and make sure that you have all of that, and then you can easily share or assign that assignment to students, and it saves you a little bit of time on lesson planning. The adaptability of stuff sometimes is hard because we get these crazy ideas and we're like, that sounds wonderful, but I don't think I could use that in my classroom. As much as Minecraft is practical, it is also adaptable. It can be used in multiple pathways, like we just saw from that document. And it also is across multiple grade levels. And let's say you're a middle school teacher and you have a really advanced student. You can maybe assign them some of those high school specific lessons in order to challenge them a little bit. It's also, you're able to highly differentiate those lessons. If you have any students that have IEP, EL plans, 504 plans, and you need to modify or accommodate lessons or assignments, you can easily do that in Minecraft. Students also get a lot of choice, which sometimes is hard to do as educators, but Minecraft allows students to have choice in how they show mastery of those concepts. So now that I've convinced you how wonderful Minecraft is, let's talk about how you're actually able to use it in school. The first thing you're going to do is check to see if your school already has a subscription. If you head to Minecraft's website, you can quickly put in your email address to check it. If you have a Microsoft or Office 365 account, you absolutely do. If you do not, however, you can look into paying per user or purchasing a bulk license. I know ag teachers do a lot with a little bit of money. So, a couple ideas that I have if you do not qualify for those free accounts is you could consider using Perkins money. You could apply for a grant, or you could approach your technology people in your district and see if they would be willing to pay for it, or if people in your district are already using it and you can just get in on the bulk licensing. Another option, if any of those do not work, is you might have students who already have their own account. Hopefully, you've seen the instructional value of Minecraft, but I want to go ahead and touch on that just to make sure that I hit home how wonderful and instructionally valuable Minecraft is. I cannot quantify the value, but I'm going to attempt to qualify it. I have never seen students get so excited about a project than I do when I use Minecraft. I don't know what it is. I'm not sure if it is the fact that students are used to using Minecraft outside of school. And so then when I say you can use Minecraft in school, it just kind of blows their mind. I'm not sure if it's the gamification of education. I don't know what it is, but students get absurdly excited about utilizing Minecraft. A quote I typically hear is, wait, I can use Minecraft to do this project. And students are almost taken aback that the fact that I see the value in Minecraft and I want students to be able to show me what they can do utilizing it. It's also an authentic use of technology that my students see a value in. Sometimes we use technology just to use it, but Minecraft makes sense for students to be using it in this setting. The way that I make sure that my students really get it is I have them record a tour of themselves walking around their facility and talking about why they put certain components into that. This makes sure that I'm hitting that higher order thinking, and it really makes sure that students have to justify their decisions. The pre recording also makes grading really easy because I can grade on my own time. And the wonderful thing is, I get exemplars for use of future years. So, in closing, what are you waiting for? Minecraft allows a fresh perspective on agricultural education that ensures that students are getting something novel while also maintaining academic rigor.